If you've ever lived under an HOA, you know one thing. Every neighborhood has at least one person who thinks a $30 a month fee makes them the sheriff. But this time, they messed with the wrong woman. My name's Rachel, and 2 months ago I moved into a quiet cul-de-sac thinking it'd be peaceful. Cute houses, trimmed lawns, friendly waves, until I met Mrs. Lockhart, the HOA president with a glare sharp enough to slice glass. The first week, she slipped a yellow notice on my door. Trash can visible from the street. 50 fine. Except the trash truck had tipped it over. I hadn't even seen it yet. Week 2, wind chimes exceed noise standards. 75 fine. Wind chimes. The soft little tinkly ones from Target. Week 3, she took pictures of my house, like she was the FBI. I caught her crouching in my flower bed collecting evidence. Her newest claim? My mailbox was too cheerful. It was blue. Just blue. But then the HOA made their biggest mistake. They sent a certified letter demanding for $275 in accumulated fines or they'd place a lien on my home. That was the moment I stopped playing nice. My neighbor, Tom, a quiet retired engineer, told me something the HOA didn't want anyone knowing. Mrs. Lockhart hadn't renewed the HOA's mandatory state filing for 3 years. Legally, the HOA didn't exist, so I dug deeper. Turns out the board members weren't even properly elected. Worse, the fines they issued weren't recorded anywhere, meaning Mrs. Lockhart was pocketing them. I didn't yell. I didn't confront her. I did something better. At the next HOA meeting, which she held in her backyard like she was running Congress, I showed up with a folder and the county compliance officer I had called that morning. When the officer read out the violations, Mrs. Lockhart's face drained. He explained that every fine she'd issued, every threat she'd made, every dollar she collected was fraud. Neighbors gasped. One woman dropped her lemonade. Tom smiled for the first time in weeks. Then came the moment I'd been waiting for. The officer asked if I'd like to file a formal complaint. I just leaned back and said in my calmest voice, "Yes, and I'll need her to sign a statement saying she will never approach my property again." Mrs. Lockhart's hands shook as she signed. She was removed from the board that same day. The HOA dissolved, and the neighborhood finally exhaled. Now, my cheerful blue mailbox stands proudly at the end of the driveway, wind chimes ringing in the breeze. Trash can completely visible, and Mrs. Lockhart speed walks past my house like it's radioactive. Because in this neighborhood, peace was restored the moment the HOA bully got a taste of her own rules.